Here's the gist of Killing Floor 2.
Okay, here comes the fun. There goes did Donnie just die? Oh, everyone's dying. And it's just me. It's me and it's me. Okay. Oh no. No!
This is a co-op arena shooter where up to 6 players face off against wave after wave of zombie-like creatures, referred to in-game as Zeds. There are many common types of Zeds, often referred to as trash, and there are more challenging Zeds, like husks with fire cannons or bloats with acid spit. And then there are big Zeds, such as flesh pounds or skrakes.
Oh, got a strike over here.
Give me the pussy, boss.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I love that you just close the doors in their faces.
Bush.
Oh, there he goes.
Bush.
Killing Zeds will score you currency called Dosh. At the end of every wave, you and your team will be directed to a trader, where you can buy armor, grenades, ammunition, and weaponry. Which weapons you'll be most adept at using depends on the perk that you have equipped. There are many perks such as Firebug, who specializes in fire weapons, Gunslinger, who dual wields handguns of all sorts, Sharpshooter with sniper rifles, Berserker with melee, Demolition with explosives, Support with shotguns, the list goes on.
Alright, so how does this whole C4 thing work? Slow motion throwing of the C4. Oh! Okay, no, I like that. That was a waste, but I still like it.
Weapons have weight to them. By default, you can carry up to 15 units of weight in guns, so you can't simply grab one of everything and fire away. However, you can pick up weapons from fallen allies or find weapons, armor, or ammo caches randomly placed throughout the map. These appear as waves go on and during buy time in between. There is insane weapon variety, many of which can only be purchased at the trader. Weapons like rifles and shotguns are to be expected, but we have chainsaw launchers, rocket launchers, flamethrowers, and freeze throwers.
Are we hitting him with the freeze thrower and a flamethrower simultaneously?
Yep, don't worry about it.
It's working. I think he's just gonna collapse over dead soon.
I like how he's actually steaming from that. That's cool.
Yeah, and there he goes. God rest his soul.
Careful not to get overwhelmed though. If you die, you won't respawn until the start of the next wave, and if everybody dies, it's game over. When you die, you lose all of your weapons except the one you were holding at the time, which will drop at your feet.
I want to be cut up into tiny meat pieces, game. Let me
I genuinely thought it still
Let
did,
me
and I was
die.
hoping that you would kill yourselves.
Fight me, bitch.
Oh! Well,
Are you proud of yourself?
hang on. I want to get the pulverizer.
No, it's just pulverized. not-
It's right there. It's right there. I want it.
Grab
Oh
it.
no!
You played this.
After enough waves have gone by, the amount depends on if you're playing a short, medium, or long game, and it can be observed in the top left, you'll reach the boss wave. Here you'll fight a randomly selected boss from an admittedly small selection. 4 at the time of this video's release: Hans, King Fleshpound, the Abomination, and the Patriarch.
Where the hell did Patrick go? Oh God!
Yes, that's
Motherfucker! I found him!
As you play and kill Zeds, assuming you're using weapons designed for your equipped perk, you'll earn experience. You'll gain a little bit of perk-dependent stat increase every level, such as movement speed, health, or ammo capacity. Every 5 levels, you'll get to choose from one of 2 options for your perk for a bonus ability. These range from simple reload speed increases to extreme effects. For example, a certain perk gives enemies ignited by Firebug a chance to explode, damaging and igniting all nearby enemies. Every perk has a certain criteria they can fulfill to get experience faster, such as scoring headshots as the sharpshooter or healing teammates as the medic. Speaking of, all players regardless of class have a few base pieces of equipment: a 9mm pistol, a melee weapon, grenades with differing effects, a healing syringe, and a welding tool. The first couple are obvious in their functionality, and the healing syringe can be used to restore your health with a long cooldown, or teammates' health with a shorter cooldown. However, the welding tool is used to force doors strewn throughout the map closed. This acts as a defense against waves of Zeds, however, can also block teammates unintentionally, or intentionally.
No, 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 no! I need to get there. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it in time now. Wait, it's all the way over there?
Take that, shaman, buddy.
Ah,
Not my kids.
my welder is gone.
Okay, whoever keeps doing that, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna weld your mouth shut.
Oh, that's kinky as all hell.
There's a major mechanic that I've yet to discuss, Z time. Upon any player scoring a headshot or getting a multi-kill, or sometimes just randomly upon Z death, the game will go into slow motion for all players. This allows one to line up multiple kills with ease. Getting another kill will extend Z time once, unless they're playing as the commando who can keep scoring kills and keep extending Z time for a fair while. This can sometimes prove rather annoying though.
Boy, I sure love slow-mo when no one is around.
Yeah, that does get a little annoying.
It's like this one guy who's probably killing boys while you're just like reloading somewhere in the corner. And it takes extra long.
I was gonna say, you're reloading.
I mean, I reload my katanas. Yes.
I need to reload my katana.
Oh no.
Regardless, the slow motion not only gives you time to reflect on the game's beautiful high frame rate weapon animations, but is a major tool to fight back for players who have maxed out their perk of choice at level 25. Every perk's final ability is triggered by or during Z time, such as the Demolitionist nuking entire rooms, the medic healing everyone around him, Berserker running at normal speeds while the world slows down, or the Firebug's infinite ammo.
I want to destroy him. There he is. Let's get some Z time. Get some Z time going. Please get some Z time going. Come on. Oh, yes. Yes!
It was at that point Connor's psyche snapped beyond repair.
Aside from the gameplay itself, there are also daily and weekly challenges one can complete to earn Dosh, not in-game Dosh, but Dosh to fill up their Dosh vault. Upon filling this up, the player will earn a crate that can be opened to receive a cosmetic skin. There are also your standard modern shooter crates that require keys to open, yada yada, but it's all cosmetic and serves simply to trick out the character you choose to play as.
I look like such a goddamn dork. Like, you'll be able to see in-game what I look like. Take a look. Next to the fire.
Let's see. I love that, Brandon. I love
I'm
that.
adorable.
Overall, this is a very fun title to play with your friends, particularly if you're in a group of 5 or 6, as most similar titles cap at 4 players per lobby. It's fun to go through the motions, starting with nothing but your perk's basic weapon, getting kills, and grinding up to better weapons. Share dosh and weapons with your teammates, make sure everyone has enough armor and ammo for the next wave, and when the boss finally comes, group up and take them down with everything you've got. There's no DLC, but frequent updates, an active modding community with borderline CS source numbers of custom maps. The game is fairly balanced with 4 well thought out difficulties to choose from. It's just a good time. Not to mention it looks absolutely beautiful through all of the gore and blood, although it does run on Unreal 3 instead of 4. My big problem with this title, aside from the inconsistent matchmaking which can be avoided via server browser, is simply burnout. I mean, there are plenty of maps, perks, and guns, but at the end of the day, wave shooters always burn me out. Kill, upgrade, repeat, and so on. And there is a versus mode where you can play as the Zeds, but it's a bit buggy and not played by many. Regardless, for the $30 price point and no extraneous DLC to worry about, I would absolutely recommend Killing Floor 2 as a fun time killer to play with your friends. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.